Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and today I am sharing a card that I had made for the Coffee Loving Cardmakers blog. I was invited as a guest designer, and this card was featured this past Sunday on their site. So, you know, they did I submitted my photograph and then talked about how I put together this card, and it was really nice, really fun. This is the same people that run the Coffee Lovers Blog Hop. So it's still going. I'm still enjoying all my coffee goodness. Alrighty, so let's get started in how I arrived at this. Alrighty, crafters. So if you know, I had submitted in previous videos, and I'll link it here, a ton of cards for the Coffee Lovers Blog Hop, their spring and summer one that they just hosted. And this was one of the cards I had submitted. This is a Greeting Farm stamp, Coffee Anya. I will link it below, seeing that I'm saying it, because this is actually what got me to now being a guest designer. One of their admin had liked this stamp, and I guess when I had linked it, when I had written about it, I didn't put exactly where it came from. That's one of the reasons why I like linking. See, when I don't link, it comes back to bite me. So so this card, which was made, you know, I colored it up with my Copics, ink blended with my oxides, Kitsch Flamingo, Speckled Egg. And then this is, and I talked to you guys about this, this is that reverse confetti frame die. It's so cute. Hard to find though, but you can find it. You can find it. I can't even link it because the last time I tried to link it, I think I couldn't find it anymore. But they may bring it back because, you know, reverse confetti still features this. So maybe one day they'll bring it back. Anyway, this card led to this one, which is what I submitted. And this now features, yes, are you looking at it? Glimmer, Glimmer Hot Foiling. I call it the Glimmer Hot Foiling. From that Spellbinder's Glimmer machine that I had bought on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I did show it in a recent Hobby Lobby haul. My store, when I went back last week, I saw that they had restocked one more. So, you know, if you go there and you're interested in getting one, you don't see it, just, you know, go back the following week or 2 weeks later and maybe it'll be there. If the price isn't down to $74.99, just show them, I think in their Hobby Lobby app, it's marked down to $74.99 from the $119 sale price. Alrighty, but anyway, I decided to use this glimmer. So at first, this image, this is from Erin Lee Design, and she has a nice little store, and she was one of the super sponsors of the Coffee Lovers Blog Hop. And she decided to run a special where she had the Coffee Lovers kit and packaged all these coffee stamps together and also give a little discount. So when I saw, you know, all the goodness, this die, and I will link this kit too, because you have to buy directly from this seller. She doesn't, she's not like can be found at, let's say, a scrapbook.com, etc. So here's one die. Here's a stamp, and very high quality photopolymer stamps. Let me tell you. I was like, wow, well, she did not skimp on the quality. Coffee Lover, that's what that says, which is so cute. And then stencils, where you have the coffee spill, you have a coffee cup. I think it's 2 stencils to the pack. Let's take a peek. Yeah, it's 2 stencils to the pack. She even put a grid here so you can line it up. That's nice. Look at that. I had so many ideas for this guest design spot. I was like just overrunning my brain with ideas of, it was like 10 different cards and how to condense it into one. So of course I had hit a roadblock. I wanted to throw everything and the kitchen sink at the card, and no, I couldn't do that. This is the main stamp set, and this one, that's the image I used. The young lady here enjoying her cup of coffee. Okay, and there's sentiments. Let's do this, but first coffee. So cute. Even this hand, I was thinking about that. All kinds of things. I was like, slimline, not slimline, just too many ideas. It also comes with a coordinating die. This die cuts out the coffee lover and that cup. Super, super cute. So these two can go on, you know, if you don't want to use this image, mix and match. Just mix and match them, even with different, you know, companies, other coffee sets. So this is a really nice kit. And I'm not sure if the special is still there, but I will link it and you can check it out if you're interested in a one-stop for your coffee needs. Super, super cute. So that's the image colored here. And I used my Copics, and I decided to go with this sort of a coral color. So this image was colored about 2-3 days before I did this, which serendipity, thank goodness. So I had the image and then I had nowhere to go. I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I balanced it off with some denim. I decided the cup should be white. And then at the last minute, I put some glitter. I was like, you know, you guys know me. If you watch my channel, I love two things: foil and glitter. Just can't help it. So I just did a touch of glitter. And then I went to Hobby Lobby last week, and I had gotten this on sale because last week was their Spellbinders, Sizzix, Tim Holtz sale, 40% off. And I bought this set, which I had cut, well, ran it through the Glimmer, playing with the Glimmer, and then hand cut it because there's no die to match. It looks like this. But I just wanted to show you. Now, if you're wondering about this color, this is I was gonna pop it in here, but it just, I mean, I could, and if you look at it too, see how clean this one is? See how kind of shifted this one is? So I'm still learning how to do the Glimmer, but I'm enjoying it. And I did do this on Neenah Classic Crest Solar White Cardstock. Just saw another video too, early last week, from Spellbinders himself about paper choices. You can't just, you can, but if you want it to glimmer without a lot of issues, you're basically glimmering on smooth cardstock, like what we do with the Copic coloring. So in this case, I like my Copic paper for my Copic coloring because it's mad expensive. And I have some Neenah, so I did the glimmering on Neenah, okay? Then I went on, then an order from scrapbook.com came in, which I'm going to do a haul next. And I had bought this. Super, super, super cute. It's the Sweet Blooms border. And this one, because I'm going to link these anyway, Glimmering Peony. So Glimmering Peony and Sweet Blooms border. As you can tell, I'm feeling in a floral state of mind. And I received this and decided, seeing that I was stuck here, didn't know where to go, I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to pull out that Glimmer. Because I knew I wanted a floral background, but I didn't want to do a ink blended floral background because of all the color going on here. I wanted her to stand out and the background to be more muted. Hope I'm making sense. So I opened up my Glimmer machine, and it's supposed to come with silver and gold. Because when I saw this, I was like, what is that? And I read the box and it said silver and gold foil included. This is not gold. But guess what? It works with this. So the clouds parted and inspiration came once I saw this. I was like, oh, because normally I wouldn't even have bought a roll this color. Like the rolls that I've ordered, if you have noticed my haul, is like pink and blue and purple and then gold and, you know, that type of thing. Because I know gold is their standard, as you can see here. but I so like this. So I took out this image, practicing, and it's funny when you're watching the videos of folks, folks tutorials. It's like, oh, okay. Once you turn off that video and you get to that machine, you're like, wait a second. That's why sometimes when I do tutorials for you guys, I go slower and I stop to explain things. And I know they're not short videos, but I try to, walk you through it. So then if anything, you can play the video while using it. And then you'll be like, oh, okay. Because then I had to stop and go back and watch a few more because they're all like this to get the feel of it. Still wasn't quite getting, I don't know why I wasn't getting the feel of it, but I'm getting there. Once I had cut the image out off of the cardstock, and I had like a ton of foil up here, like the cardstock was super long, and then I had a big area of it was just, I think I have to get the foil trimmer. I couldn't control it by hand, but I trimmed this down, played with the orientation of her and the flowers, then made the card based on how she looked. And then I came up with this. Now, here I needed a sentiment. When I did the sentiment in this color, you couldn't see the sentiment. So actually what I did, I'm using two different foiling effects here. So with this, I'm doing, I don't know what this color is because it's supposed to be gold. So I'm assuming, I'm on the hunt now for this one. I had this, that color, then her, and then here, this is that matte gold foil. And I did get some from scrapbook.com, and it has since sold out. Just put yourself on their notification. Anytime anything sells out, do their notification and then also do their text alert. That works like a charm. They'll text you immediately once they, restock and it's there. Also, in terms of this foiling sentiment, gosh, trying to figure what's the word I'm looking for. I'm like foiling word dye. I'm so used to saying word dye. So in terms of this foiling sentiment, this is a new set from PinkFresh Studio. I tell you, PinkFresh Studio is doing it and doing it very, very well. This is called their Perfect Sentiments, and this is their coordinating hot foil plate. Now, what's beautiful about this? Okay, let me keep this up here so you can see. Just like when I showed you that product spotlight on the group of sentiments that you stamp all one time, then you put the die on top of it and you run it out, and then you get like 12 sentiments one time. PinkFresh Studio decided to do the same thing, but combining the hot foil. So here's the hot foil plate. There's a coordinating die to cut it out. Here is also the stamp. So this is lovely, lovely, lovely. So when I used this and cut it out, this cuts out all of these. This gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sentiments, and nicely sized, not too big, not too small, the just right. And I like the font too, something that I don't have. And this is great for using on your slimline cards. Just, it's bold, but not crazy bold, if I'm making sense. Now, initially, I was going to only get this to go with my hot foil system, because I've been watching PinkFresh too. I saw a video from PinkFresh on this, and I was like, oh yes, that's lovely. Why would I want this? You don't have to get this. If you're going to use it for only foiling, like so, and then the die, that's essential to cut this all out. Or you can cut it by hand, I guess, because you can't really get into it and make rectangles per se. See what I mean? I guess you could, but why get confusing? I like this whole, the die takes care of business. This now is for what they said it was for, is if you don't have a foiling system, but you want to have the same effect, just like those stamps that I showed you from Mama Elephant and Ellen Hudson, and also LDRS Creative. You stamp it once, then you run the die on top and you get a bunch of sentiments. That's this system right here. So With this, you could just stamp it with ink. You could heat emboss it and then run the die on top of it and get beautiful sentiments. So I decided I want both options because you guys know I love options. I wanted to be able to do the foiling option and cut it out, the stamping option and cut it out. But these two don't go together. This goes together and this goes together. If you want me to go more in depth in this, let me know. I didn't bring it, but I have, after I had cut this out with this, I have a ton of sentiments now. I had done it first in this color, the rose gold. But like I said, when I put the rose gold here, along with her being coral and the rose gold here, you couldn't see the sentiment. So I have a whole set of just this in rose gold. Then I went back and then did the matte gold. I have that as well. If you want, there's also black foiling, hot foil. So you could run the black, you could put the black hot foil here and run it through here. That would give you a different look than if you stamp it in black. You could also heat emboss it black. Stamp it black, pigment ink, put clear heat embossing powder. All right, I'm telling you about 4 different techniques in 2 seconds. I know. Some of you are like, yeah. Others of you are like, huh? But there's options. That's the beauty of this set. Loads and loads and loads of options. Yes, I did get it from scrapbook.com. And yes, it's in stock. Pretty sure it's in stock now. This one is called Perfect Sentiments. They have another set. I think that one is called Celebrate You. I have it in my cart because I'm deciding. Because sometimes, you just can't go wrong with sentiments. These, because of this size too, this would be great on in your planner pages or your scrapbook pages too. Definitely mini album, no question. Great cards as well. So this is all in one in terms of the sizing. The others I have are very thin. Those are more tailored towards cards. This one gives you more options because of the sizing. Alrighty, moving on. And I hope you like my little card. And it's a top folding card. It measures, so it's not a standard A2 because I was working off of the spacing of the florals with the image. Let me flip it on the back. 4 3/4 by 5.5. So for something like this, I would make my own envelope, etc. But super cute. I think it turned out cute. And then I put some little gem bling that had that kind of a color of coffee. If you notice, I didn't put many. I just put a few, just to kind of accent it. And send this card to a friend. Oh, and on the inside, I stamped it too. May your day be as wonderful as the first sip. And this is on Basil cardstock. So I liked the little texture. There's a lot of texture going on here. I have texture in the background, the foiling, then the image, and then the sentiment here in the matte gold. So let me know if you guys like my cards. So 2. I'm so happy this came together because I was having not writer's block but crafter's block. But if you are interested in a glimmer machine, I think it's really nice. I was always on the fence with it because in the past with the foiling and the laminator, I went out and got all of that. Still have it somewhere upstairs, and it just wasn't working as well. I guess with this now, with the hot plate, the hot foil, and the die cut machine pressing it together, it seems to be much more permanent and stable in terms of the foiling. The other one you could always just scratch it off and peel off, and it was just not consistent. But this seems to be pretty good. Alrighty, crafters. So until the next video, which will be my scrapbook.com haul. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.